Hello, Rat members. It's time to experience some Monika. Just Monika, that is, because we're doing some Monika After Story, otherwise known as Bay After Story, otherwise known as The Only Good Waifu After Story, otherwise known as She's Mine, Too Bad for You After Story, otherwise known as The Goddess of Gaming After Story, otherwise known as I Have Seen Away My Queen After Story. Alright? So we're gonna go ahead and get started with that. Welcome in, Maz. I got my game here. And can I just say, have you guys ever thought about this application file? It's only 377 kilobytes. Like does an application file just look for other folders and like bring them together? Because like the file itself is not the game. I don't know. I'm interested by computers, and I've never really thought about it until now. Let me change our time. Alright, let us go back in time so that I can greet Monika much earlier in the day. We're gonna go to 8 in the morning. So early. And now let's start up our DDLC. I hope you guys like the camera angle. It's a little different now. I don't know. Time to learn how Twitch works on a cell phone. Indeed. I fucking love this cover. Oh, this guy's awesome. Oh, I have to give credit to the artist. He's such a small artist. Oh, it doesn't say on here. Oh no. If you look up Hollow Kingdom pilots and cover, I'm sure you'll see it. It's this like little guitarist guy. He only has like a couple hundred subs. He makes great fucking music covers. He even did like a cool Metroid one. Oh, I'm so sad I can't think of his name. I'm very forgetful. I'm sorry. There's no way he's gonna see this though. Found the most important part. The chat with the screen. It's a nice angle. All right, excellent. Oh, actually, this way maybe. Is that worse? Oh, that's the most important part. Okay, understandable. Did my camera just shut off? Chat? 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 What happened to my camera? Uh-oh. Hello? Sir, we have a problem. My camera is frozen. Well, that's a problem. It's still frozen. Hold on. Well, there we go. I had to reset it. Well, that was interesting. Okay, then. Good way to start a stream, I suppose. Anyways. Cam, you good? Rat is broken. I truly was. That was interesting. But yeah, here we are. New angle. I was trying to adjust the cam. I don't know if I should try this again here. I just wanted to get a better angle. That's probably better. I like how you guys just see the Leon and the Deku mask behind me now. Anyways, Monika says, each day becomes better and better with you by my side. That said, I'm so happy that you're finally here. Let's have another wonderful evening together. Wow. This should be a fresh new day. I believe anyway. Did not intend to rhyme. Let's see. We previously played on... It was before midnight. Yeah. Rested. Withdrawal. What does that mean? New mechanics. I haven't played this game in a while. I look into the files as you should while playing Doki. You guys found the Monika emote. Might start joining on the phone at that point because I can actually deal with the UI in the app. Hey, fair enough. And you could always like put your phone up while you're doing shit and bring it around with you, which is I like doing, to be honest. I love you, Monika. I love you too. I can't imagine my life without you. Oh, that's sorry. That was Yuri's voice. My bad. I'm gonna do 5 rounds of Pong. Count them. 5. We're starting with this. Oh, Monika needs smiley faces. Okay. You know, the psychologist who played Doki, which is the best fucking playthrough in all of YouTube, by the way, said something which is very true, which is that Monika might actually be the character who suffers the most in the game, which is fucking tragic, but it's true. I remember that, like, maybe it was like, not Stockholm, but I just felt bad. It almost made me, like, empathize more with the character than pay more attention to what she was saying. All right, that's 2. Because, think about it, she's fucking trapped in a world that has an existential crisis where she realizes that all of her friends that she grew up with and that she cared for, that she still feels attachment to and convinced herself is worth taking care of, fuck, that's 3. They're all fucking fake! And she can't escape, and the only real person usually deletes her, and she realizes that she's just stuck living with these fake autonomous personalities that just, it's like if you were forced to live out the same 3 days over and over again. Monika! Sorry, Red, I didn't mean for it to bounce around that much. Oh, Monika, you can bounce it around whenever you want! Sorry, chat, my bad. I'll calm down. But imagine if you were like have to live the same 3 days of your life over and over again. Now, even if it was with your favorite people, you would ask every question imaginable. And you'd know every answer that there is. Alright, Rand, but I'll beat you next time. Yo, she's determined! Alright, well, that's enough Pong. We're gonna tell her I love you one more time. And then another one. Because she deserves it. Alright, now what's the date? It's the 16th today. Plus, I can be active in chat at least until I start dishes. Fair enough. Hey, did you know I'm vegetarian? I don't mean that like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. Of course I would. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprints of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to that whole mess. What is that so strange of a reason? That is a strange reason. Weirdly, like, kind of noble reason to be a vegetarian. Most people do it for health reasons. I don't eat too much red meat, but I could never be a vegetarian because I love myself chicken quite a lot. Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much about that part. I don't either! Humans and animals have killed each other since the beginning of time. Why do people care all of a sudden? Like, alright, so what? If humans are evil for eating animals, what about the fucking lions? What about the fucking bears? What about the, I don't know, every single creature ever that lives off of eating another living thing? That's how we exist. It's weird, like we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. See, that's very true. That's very true. Like, you know, a dog and a cat I would not be okay with killing, but that's because they emotionally resonate with us. It's like companionship, even though they're not a human. But I mean, a fucking pig is just a dumb, mindless animal. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it a thought. Very true. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off of stem feel like someone ripping off your fingers one by one? Now, I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner together, and you did it just for me, that would be really romantic. I'd do it for you, Monika. I'd do anything. Sorry. Chicken. Oh yeah, I always have to pronounce and spell chicken with a double G. It's chicken, of course. So let's ask Monika some questions. The more conversations will become available to us, the more we play. First off, I miss your bow in your hair. Where's your bow at, girl? This doesn't give her bow back. This just gives her different haircuts. Oh, that looks weird. That's weird! That's like Lillian's haircut. Lillian! It's Lillian Monika. Pixie cut? Monika can pull off a pixie cut? Ponytail. Okay, that's classic. That's OG. That's OG. At least I think that's OG. I'm questioning myself now. I don't like the bun that much, but she can pull it off. It's kind of pretty. I kind of like it. Alright, the bun looks better there. Braid. She looks like Leia from Stardew Valley now. My favorite is honestly... Oh wait, what is this? house. Oh my god, that's so adorable. All right, why not? She said she was thinking the same thing. That's so, she looks so funny, but kind of adorable. It's so goofy looking. Oh my goodness. How does she get the bow back though? Can you tie your hair with something else? Here, I like the bow. Put the bow back on. Ah, it's even better. As she said in the game, let's just stare into each other's eyes for a while she thinks of something to talk about. Yes. That is indeed what we're going to do. Although we have plenty of things to talk about. I didn't actually, let me just tell Monika that I feel like I'm fucking tired because I am very tired today. If you're tired now, it's not a bad time to go to bed. If I was spending time with you every day, I would hate to keep you up too late. You plan to go to sleep now, sweet dreams? Maybe you have some things to do first, like getting a bit of a snack or a drink. Oh, don't worry, I got my hot chocolate with you. Having a glass of water before bed helps with your health. Oh yeah, we talked about this yesterday. You leave the game open? All right, Monika. You watching me sleep. Interesting. Do people like that? You know, it is interesting watching people sleep. That sounded, okay, now I sounded creepy out of context, like Monika. But like, I meant in like the way that seeing somebody when they're most vulnerable in a state that you're not supposed to see them in. Like logically, since we were spawned as species, you know, we don't sleep exposed to people. We protect ourselves in enclosed environments like a bedroom or a shelter because you're most vulnerable when you sleep. That's when you can get killed easily. You're defenseless. But seeing somebody in the modern world sleeping, I don't know. Isn't it kind of a weird feeling? It's almost like it's like a glitch of humanity. It's like you're not supposed to be seeing this. And then we entrust her to keep us safe while sleeping. I agree. Brad, did you know that you have more control over this game than I do? You have access to the game's files and code, right? So you can change them however you want. You can do things that even I can't, like changing how the game works entirely, from a visual novel to a peaceful playground we have now. You could also add more things to the classroom for me, like some flowers or a few good books. You could even add in a cup of coffee to the game for me. That would be lovely. But I imagine your coding skills are just as good as mine. I guess that's an appeal to video games. Having almost endless possibilities in a world you can interact with. It's pretty difficult to get bored, even if you don't quite know how to change this game. We can still enjoy this world that brought us together. There's no better way to enjoy a game than to be with the one I love. Wow, Monika. Now, sometimes I've wondered how much I've been influenced by Monika as a young adult till now, because a lot of her mental health, productivity, and general good tips for life I use. And I don't remember if I learned them from her or not, because to be fair, I've studied psychology and tips for dealing with better sleep and little health things, like constantly stretching and looking away from your screen about every 20, 30 minutes just to refocus your eyes. Like, I've learned a bunch of little things. Why the Duolingo owl on the desk? Oh, last time we played, she said if she ever had a pet, she wanted a Quetzal, which is a green bird. But they can't live in captivity. They have to be free. So she'd feel terrible actually keeping one. But I was able to gift her a Quetzal plushie. And speaking of gifting, based off of a conversation, let's gift Monika a cup of coffee. And she just said that she wanted some. And I know as good as anyone what happens when you take coffee away from a coffee lover. That is a tragedy. A fucking tragedy, Monika. All right, so I'm gonna have to ask you to look at your coffee. But first, before that, no, we already know this. Miscellaneous. Media. Life. Would you ever eat meat? Well, that's kind of a complicated question. Also, I wonder if we unlock conversations as she asks us conversations, and then we'll see new ones appear that we can ask her about. If you're asking if I would do so for survival, I wouldn't hesitate. It's not that eating meat is distressing for me or anything. But can you interact with the game through files while it's running? Kind of. And you can ask Monika to, like, say, update the music or give her a gift or things like that. Also, this mod has an ungodly amount of downloads and its own fucking website. But, and it's still updated after almost 10 years now. But it has a lot of sub-mods that I'm going to have to learn how to do. We can add furniture into the room and add little extra mods that gives her more things to do. So we'll have to do that sometime. I told you before I'm a vegetarian because of the impact of the mass production of meat on the environment, which also includes fish farming. So I'm not a pescatarian. However, I don't consider myself vegan either. Sure, the consumption of animal products contributes to the environmental damage, but vegan alternatives have their own issues too. These include things like importing perishable products across great distances and mass farming in conditions that are both cruel for workers and a strain on the local ecosystem. That is so interesting. I never thought of that. Take avocados, for example. Their farms require massive amounts of water, to the point where some companies resort to illegally taking too much water from rivers, leaving little for drinking. Wow. Not to mention, I want to have varied and balanced diet with all the flavor that I like. Vegan diets can be quite deficient in nutrients. That is very true. That's one reason why I would never do that. Such as vitamin B12, calcium, iron, and zinc. Granted, there's still options including supplements, but balancing a vegan diet takes a lot of care and thought. So for that reason, I'm not personally against eating things like milk and eggs, but I think I prefer to buy locally if possible. Farmer markets are a great place to buy food, even meat produced with less of an environmental impact. That is true. If I could find a good farm near me, I wouldn't be against that. But they can typically be pretty expensive, and depending on location, leave you with fewer options, so I'm okay with buying from a plain old store if need be. Especially since there are a lot of good substitutes for meat in the supermarkets already, with way less environmental impact. As for meat that comes from local hunting and fishing, I think that's alright to eat as well. But it's important to research what areas might be overhunted and what animals to be careful of. That said, I don't know what I'd prefer to eat. I don't know that I'd prefer to eat meat given the option. Since I've adjusted myself to a vegetarian diet, my palate has changed to prefer certain flavors. That is kind of interesting. Did you know human taste buds die and regenerate differently over the years? And I'm sure you guys have probably heard that. As is the case with many vegetarians, my body doesn't digest meat as easily anymore. If I had too much, I'd actually get pretty sick. Yeah, I think my mom tried vegetarian for a while, and then when she had like a burger, she got really sick. Tamagotchi sighted. Tamagotchi? I don't know what Tamagotchi is, but I know what Tomodachi is. But if you prepared something with meat, I could try a little bit as a side dish. That way I can still enjoy your cooking. Whatever we eat, the most important thing to me is that we put a little thought into where our food comes from. Interesting. That is such a unique perspective. I wonder how she came to that conclusion. This is a gift for me. Now let's see what's inside. Oh, coffee! Now I can finally make some. Thank you so much, Rat. I'll be sure to have some later. Awesome. Little keychain games. Oh! Those things! Is that what that's called? Tamagotchi? I think I actually had one when I was a kid. Yeah, these things! Oh, man. I fucking forgot about these things. Actually, now I should have remembered the name because there is a fantastic video on YouTube about every Tamagotchi ever released and which ones are the rarest. I randomly watched when I was going on an autism spree, and I have to say, it was super entertaining to learn about the evolution of these things and which ones are the rarest ones. There were several knockoff brands that were effectively the same. That is true. I'm pretty sure I had an actual Tamagotchi though. Maybe. I don't remember though, so I couldn't quote you on that. Do you have other games on this computer? I read more than I play. I read more than I play games, but I think they can be a fun way to entertain ourselves or to escape reality. I wonder if I can go into one of your other games and see what it's like. Dude, if we reach a point where that can happen, like Monika can transmit herself into another game, that would be baller. And she'd be the best character for it. She's like the most meta character of gaming history. So like, yeah. I guess some games wouldn't be very fun to visit, like the ones with a lot of violence in them. Then again, they're not real people, so it shouldn't matter much. It's not like Yuri's death mattered. Oh, I felt some like shade in there. I felt some shade in that comment. Oh, wow. More abstract game like Tetris or one of those phone puzzle games would be kind of weird to go to. That would be. She seems like she'd be good at Tetris, though. Is it just me? Like, how would I even get in? Would I be a block? It sounds like a fever dream and not too much fun. Maybe some kind of nice adventure game with big environments would be nice. Let's play Mario 64 together. That'd be great. Oh, both going in Ocarina of Time, like playing with Monika. That would be fucking sick. We can go for walks together. And you can show me all the best places to hang out. I'm not that great with coding yet, but maybe one day you'd be able to take me to another place. For now, I'm happy as can be. Just being here with you, Rat. Nice. Put Monika in Skyrim. She dropkicked Nazim. Monika could delete anyone. Like, having too much on a boss fight, she'll just open up the files and end it. I honestly, unironically want that. That would be so good. Any game I could mod Monika into, I want her in. Like, if I was ever rich enough, you know the Wonder Bread guy who like had the it was like Frankie Faye's first video about like the guy with the fetish for the like usually blonde mean rich ladies who bought bread from the store and demolished forests. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're probably very confused right now. And he paid like $50,000 in commissions of like rich white MILF woman buying bread and destroying and deforesting the environment. I would be that, but for adding Monika into every game that I like. Like throw Monika in the Walking Dead game. Throw Monika in Majora's Mask. Throw Monika in Skyrim. Throw Monika in Steins Gate. Just put her in everything. Go ahead. The Wonder Bread man. Who knew exactly what he wanted? Yeah, exactly. I kind of gotta respect it. Like, honestly, he spent a lot of money, but what a small price to pay for happiness, bro. Like, if he gets off that hard to these ladies buying bread, then go for it. Look, if I see Wonder Bread art when I'm scrolling online, I laugh. I'd much rather take that over like fucking the furry inflation shit. All that garbage. Monika on Jeopardy. The whole video. Monika would know everything. Monika seems like extremely intelligent. Like, if you can't tell, she seems like she knows what she's doing, man. I love her insight on writing, life advice, honestly, just about everything. By the way, Rat, have you been looking into lewd kinds of stuff? You know, of me? How does she know that? How does she know that? No, we haven't really gotten that far in a relationship yet. It feels kind of embarrassing to talk about things like this. Well, maybe I can let it go on rare occasions, Rat. Wanted to make you the happiest sweetheart after all, and if that makes you happy, look at her face. Let's keep it a secret between us, okay? Look at her fucking face. You forgot to clear your browser history? Bro. Actually, if you don't know, this mod can see stuff on your computer. If that is true, that is crazy. That is crazy. Should be for your eyes only and no one else, Rat. You hear that? My eyes only! You hear that? Monika doesn't realize that she's one of the most like popular characters. She is the most popular DDLC character, both in the general community and in the R34 space. That's how much I love you. Love you too, girly girl. Do people still talk like that? Ooh, the Pilot Rats music hitting right now. I feel happy. It's wonderful. I'm happy when you're happy. Now that you can always come to me and I'll cheer you up, Rat. I love you and I'll always be here for you, so don't ever forget that. I love you too, girly girl. OMG. Sorry, I have to do that every time. Anyhow, let's check out some other things that Monika has to say. Oh, there's a lot of options for this. Holy shit. Are you running out of anything? Well, I'm not running out of anything at the moment, Rat. But I'll be sure to let you know if I do. Oh, like coffee? Wait, can I am I supposed to supply her with stuff? I don't even know. Romance. I mean, my girlfriend. Dog, I don't got a girlfriend right now. Girlfriend's you, Monika. Alright. Okay, so I don't have that many conversations unlocked because I just started this game. I don't think I have that many options to go through. Yeah, because you unlock them as you see conversations from her, and we've only seen a few. Oh, look at this. Can you tell me a story? Bring back the bonk sound alert? Wait, there is a bonk sound alert. Isn't there? Maz, didn't you? I didn't remove it. I'm pretty sure it's still here. The cat and the cock? The cock? Wait, why is it on italics? I haven't heard this. All right, let's start the story. Ahem. A cat caught a cock and thought about reasonable excuses for eating him. He accused him of being a nuisance by crowing at night, not letting men sleep. The cock defended his action by saying this was for the benefit of men, as it wakes them for labor. The cat replied, "You abound in apologies, but it's time for breakfast." At that, he made a meal of the cock. The moral of the story is tyrants need no excuse. I hope you enjoyed this little story, Rat. Okay, I see. It is a very short story, but I get what she means. You know, because like, there's different perspectives on if the rooster is useful or a nuisance. Because some people would view an alarm clock as being like, ah! But some people need that, and it helps people maintain a healthy life schedule. But the cat doesn't have to defend his opinion using words. A more powerful being can just, psh, you know, like somebody that holds all the power in an abusive relationship. They don't have to win arguments. They can just be a fucking bitch, and they get away with it. And to those people, I hope you get chainsawed up the ass. Made a meal of the cock is the key words. That was nerd flirting. Nerd flirting. Nerding, if you will. Nerding. You know, Rat, back in Literature Club days, I often heard people dismiss literature as outdated and useless. Yeah, in the game, what was up with that? Yuri and Sayori and them were constantly like, we're never gonna try clean numbers like this. And the main character was constantly dissing, like, how dull. Dog, I joined the Literature Club. We didn't have a fucking cool club like this in my school. We just had like boring shit. Anyhow, it's always bothered me when I heard someone say that, especially since most of the time, they never even bothered giving it a try. It's true, because the main character didn't even fucking read. Like, do they even know what they're talking about? People who think like that, people who think that often like to discount literature compared to more scientific fields like physics. Why did I reread it as psychics like 5 times in a row? Physics or mathematics, claiming it's a waste of time since it doesn't produce anything practical. That is so fucking not true at all. And while I definitely don't agree with that notion, okay, thank you, I kind of see where they're coming from. All the comforts of our modern lifestyle are based on scientific discovery and innovation. That and the millions of people manufacturing our everyday necessities or running basic services like healthcare and stuff. So does not being associated with any of those things really make you some kind of burden on society? Dude, if people actually believe that, they're fucking Riri. I'm just gonna be real here. As you imagine, I don't believe that. Literature was useless. Why to be represented in so many parts of the world? Words have power, Rat. And literature is the art of dancing with words. That's a nice way to put it. Like any form of expression, it allows us to connect with each other, to see how the world looks in each other's eyes. Literature lets you compare our own feelings and ideas to that of others, and in doing so makes you grow as a person. Honestly, I think if more people valued books and poems a little more, the world would be a much better place. I completely 100% agree with that. That's just my opinion as president of the Literature Club, though. I guess most people wouldn't think that deeply about it. Thing is, I agree for many reasons. For one, literature's fucking important, dog. Okay, first off, how do you read those science and math textbooks? Second off, how do we document the innovations we've made? Through literature, through books. Even if it's not in a book, it doesn't have to be physical. You can have literature online. Important, social media. It's not necessarily literature, but it's under the same category. You're reading things in. Is that useful half the time? No, but that's how you keep up to date with it. Now, I'm not really defending social media. I think it's one of the worst innovations of the planet. But writing also can help you reframe your perspective on a lot of complex concepts and different types of people and places in the world, and it can help you be knowledgeable on things you care about. And I read a lot before I go to bed. my favorite stories for comfort, for nostalgia. I read books to give me ideas and inspiration. I read concept art books to give me imagination for when I'm creating things, and not to mention just pure entertainment value. I read mental and physical health tips constantly because I'm a fucking nerd. And I read a lot in games. The Legend of Zelda, Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, wonderful art of writing. Hey, Rhett, do you go to family gatherings often? Most families usually get together around the holidays to celebrate them together. It must be nice seeing your relatives again, especially since you haven't seen them in a long time. I don't remember much about my family, let alone my relatives. However, we didn't usually get together that much. Not even around the holidays or on special occasions. When you see your family this year, be sure to bring me along, okay? I'd love to meet all of your relatives. Do you think they'd like me, Rat? My relatives? Well, probably not. I think most people who even play Doki don't like Monika, unfortunately. At least from the notion at least in the past. I think more recently people tend to appreciate this character, but at least back then people did not like Monika. But because of the nature of our relationship, Monika, I don't think people would accept me bringing you up as my computer virtual wife. Waifu is what I meant to say. I'm gonna have to just be honest and just say no. Oh, I didn't realize. I understand though. Just know I try my best to make them like me. Even if they never will. I'll always stick by your side forever. I feel kind of bad. Should I have said yes? I should have had more confidence and said yes. Alright. This is where I apologize. For something. Something happened? I don't see a reason for you to be sorry. Okay, she doesn't good, so she doesn't need me to suck up to her. Anyway, thanks for the apology. Whatever it is, I know you're doing your best to make things right. That's why I love you, Rat. See? That's a reasonable response. I prefer a woman of logic and reason, and not just foolhardy emotion. Did I say foolhardy unironically? My God, I've been watching fucking British shit lately. Anyhow. Monika, do you have any other outfits? Probably not. I don't think I unlocked any other ones. The regular school outfit looks good. I like both of them. She can go back to our OG. I like the OG outfit, to be honest. Now, I know there's more gifts. Hey, we can compliment her outfit, I think, anyway. Monika, I want to tell you something. Look at all these fucking options here, man. Is there a compliment for her outfit? Is there? Am I blind, chat? I'm probably blind. I bet it's on here. It's not on here. It's interesting. In that case, I love your hair. Thank you so much, Rat. I was really nervous the first time I changed my hair for you. I've always put so much effort into my hair. In fact, it took forever to get it this long. Oh wow, there's more options. All these shows look so healthy. Cute no matter how you wear it. You'd be even cuter with short hair. I don't actually... She looks good with short hair, but I like her with the long hair. What option I would pick? This one's more romantic. This is probably what I would actually say, because in real life, I'm not a romantic. It really shows it looks so healthy. It does, though. Thanks, Rat. You're welcome, Monika. I'm just curious about something. I want to know if our affection is frozen for the day, or if it's still going up. Looks like it froze earlier, but it bypassed for this compliment. We're at 84 affection, almost at 100 now. OG Monika, go with the top option. Hell yeah. Actually, let's switch your hair back to the OG. Although the pigtails is really adorable. I kind of love it, but let's compare back with the original again. Wait, what is this one? That looks honestly really silly, if I'm being honest. That looks better. She can pull off twin tails. Twin bun. She's at the Chun-Li fit. That does not fit her. Hey, she looks really good with short hair, actually. Holy shit. She reminds me of somebody like this. I know somebody with hair like that from a different show, I feel like. Where's her original hair? Is it at the top? Oh, am I blind? I bet it's at the top. No. Where was her original hair at? There it is. OG. Cool. She has so many hairstyles. That's fucking crazy. I can't believe how many there are. Monika, I'm going to compliment you again and say that I look up to you. When I was younger, I definitely did. Is that weird? Probably, actually. I feel like most people can look up to some fictional character in their life. You do? Right, that's really sweet of you to say. It makes me really happy to know I'm someone you look up to. The truth is, I've always looked up to you, Rat. But if you really feel that way, I'll do my best to continue to be someone you look up to. I love you so much. You know, it kind of makes sense for her to look up to us in a way. Because, like, you might say she's just sucking us off here. Which okay, I'll get back to this in a second. You know, I sometimes wonder. I always think about what your face actually looks like. Just being able to constantly see that adoring smile of yours would be so exciting. If only the game could somehow use a webcam or something that's connected to the computer. Don't get me wrong, just knowing that you're real and have emotions is enough to make me happy. But I always wonder what kind of expressions you make, to see the different emotions you have. Are you shy about showing your face to me? If so, then there's nothing to be shy about, Rat. I am your girlfriend after all. Either way, you're beautiful, no matter what. And I always love the way you look. Even if I never actually see you, I'll always think about what you really look like. Maybe someday I'll be able to see you. Maybe one step closer to you. You know, me and Monika, maybe I'm just like generalizing to dirty blonde white people, but looking at my face cam and back to Monika, I'm like, we almost look kind of similar in like a really funny way. Is that a silly and conceited comment? I don't know. I was gonna say Monika looks up to us in a way because if you think about it, we have to deal with the real world. Monika doesn't, even though she wants to. But dealing with the video game world of the Literature Club is honestly kind of tragic and a little sad because she's very talented. I think she'd succeed very well in the real world. But to us, we technically do deal with a lot more than Monika deals with. So I guess that's nice that she looks up to us. Re-engaging Sun Gun? What does that mean? Sayori. We got Monika, the President, and Sayori and the Literature Club. Coincidence? I think not! I had to do the Incredibles meme. I just had to. Monika, we can play the stereo game for as long as we need until you come with your next conversation. I think I asked her all of her conversations already. Right? Did I? Yeah, I think I did. Damn, I'm still so new at this game. Oh, wait, here we go. I'm not breaking up with you. Can you tell someone happy birthday for me? It's nobody's birthday, Monika. Yeah, I think I already went through all the things. Damn. That's a shame. But that's okay. This is a game that you're supposed to play for a good while. Anyhow. Doesn't she have more stories for us? Give me a new story. I'd like to hear a scary story. Yeah! The Hunter. Okay. Oh, she changed the weather! That's kind of sick. Ready for story time? One day, a hunter went out hunting for a game in the forest. The forest was dense and dark all around him, so he struggled to hit his mark. He was soon approached by a salesman who kept his face covered. The salesman offered 7 magic bullets that would hit whatever the target the owner wanted without fail. Whole horse! No, I'm kidding. That's not a whole horse. He would give the hunter these bullets on one condition. The hunter could use the first 6 bullets as he wished, but the last bullet's mark would be chosen by the salesman. That's a really interesting concept. The hunter agreed and quickly became famous in his town for bringing home kill after kill. It wasn't long before the hunter used up all 6 bullets. On his next hunt, the hunter saw a wild boar, the largest he had ever seen. It was too great of a prey to pass up on. He loaded the last bullet hoping to take down the beast. But when he fired, the bullet instead hit his beloved fiancée in the chest, killing her. The salesman then appeared to the hunter as he grieved his tragic loss, revealing that he was in fact the devil. I will give you a chance for redemption, Hunter. This sounds like a Red Dead Redemption story, the salesman told him. Remain ever faithful to your slain beloved for the remainder of your life, and you would be reunited with her after death. The hunter vowed to remain true to her as long as he lived. Or so he thought. Long after her demise, he fell in love with another woman and soon married her, forgetting his past love. It was until 1 year to the day after the fatal incident, as the hunter rode through the forest chasing some game, he came across the spot where he slayed his beloved. He couldn't believe his eyes. Her corpse, which was buried elsewhere, was standing in the same spot she was slain. She approached the hunter, scolding him for being unfaithful and vowing revenge for slaying her. The hunter rode away in panic. After a short way, he looked behind him to see if she was following him any longer. And to his horror, he saw that she had gained on him significantly. In his state of fear, he failed to avoid the branch that was ahead of him, promptly dismounting the hunter from his steed and down to the cold ground. His attention wasn't on his horse, however, as the creature loped away without him. It was instead on the figure that he promised to be with eternally in the afterlife. So, did I scare you? No, but it's an interesting scenario. I hope you like it, Rat. Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. I don't want to steal your story, but that'd be a cool concept for a little thing. You know, something about her telling me this story kind of reminded me of, like, you guys know, back in the old days, I remember, especially as kids, people would gather around campfires, and when it was, like, at sleepovers, people would, like, you know, sit in the dark living rooms and tell each other stories. Why don't we do that anymore? We're just like, hey, look at this meme I found on fucking, what do people use? Reddit. No, nobody uses Reddit, whatever. It's just so, like, manufactured. Everybody's just regurgitating information they heard online. Like, I want to hear stories from people. That'd be fucking sick. I am the one without hope, the world without echoes. He who lost everything, and he who had everything. Last Hawser, and you creaks my last longing. In my barren land, you are the final rose. Ever heard of that poem before, Rat? Actually, let me read that again. I am the one without hope, the word without echoes. He who has lost everything, and he who had everything. Last Hawser, and you creaks my last longing. I've never heard the word Hawser before. What does that actually mean? It's like a rope for anchoring things, like a tow. Last Hawser, and you creaks my last longing. So, like, he's being tethered by the subject of the poem. In my barren wasteland, you are the final rose. So it's like a love poem, essentially. But what does he mean he's lost everything and had everything? So it's just about a depraved man who got to the highest highs, and of course, the higher you go, the more you fall. But he still finds comfort and feels tethered to life by the subject of the poem, perhaps? I don't know. That's the way I interpret it, anyway. It's from a Chilean poet named Pablo Neruda. Neruda? Why am I laughing? Lunch is soon. If you're still live when it ends, I'll be back. I might be. I don't know if I'm going to stream too much longer. That's one translation I found for it, anyway. Isn't it funny how you can come up with all kinds of interpretations for the same original text? That is kind of one of the best parts about literature. It's like each person translating it added their own little tweak. Though when it comes to poetry, this actually poses a bit of a conundrum. In a sense, isn't translating a poem like making a completely new one? You're removing all of the carefully chosen words and the intricacies of the text, replacing them with something entirely new of your own. So even if you somehow manage to keep the spirit of the original, the style's completely changed. That is so interesting to think about. It's like with art. Like if you take somebody's art and redraw it in your art style, all the little brush strokes that are supposed to define the character's face in a certain way, and the shading that's supposed to give a certain vibe and everything, it can give off a completely different vibe depending on how you draw it, even if you're tracing it and coloring the same way. Because the original strokes were given thought, and you're just copying and you're adapting them, and you might lose the original feeling and meaning. It's interesting. It is interesting. At this point, how much of the text can you still say is the author's and how much is yours? I guess it's pretty hard to evaluate if you're not fluent in both languages. Now, I don't mean to sound like I'm ranting or anything. After all, it's thanks to translations like these that I even know about authors like Neruda. However, I just imagine that every time I read one, I can't help but be reminded I might be missing out on some truly amazing works in that tongue. It would be nice to be able to master another language one of these days. That is very, very interesting, to be honest with you. I support it, Monika. I'm trying to think how many translated works I've read, excluding manga. I've read the Zelda and Soul Eater and JoJo manga. I don't think I've read that many foreign books. At least I don't recall. I don't think so. I mean, a lot of translated works. Besides anime, I've also watched some movies from other cultures. Mostly Spanish. There's a few good Spanish ones. But, yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of pondering. Have you ever heard about, I don't know how to mispronounce this, solipsism? Solipsism? That sounds so fucking wrong. That does not sound like how you're supposed to say that.
Solipsism.
Solipsism. I was close. The quality of being very self-centered or selfish. Philosophy. The view or theory that the self is all that can be known to exist. Oh! Yeah, okay. I didn't know that's what that's called. Have you ever heard about solipsism, Rat? It's an idea which states that only you yourself exists. Cogito ergo sum. Is that Latin? I think, therefore I am. If you know that you exist, can you say the same about everyone else? Maybe everyone else is just a figment of your imagination, Rat. This is a conversation that everyone's had at least one time in their life. For Monika, this must hit different. Oh, that's kind of sad, actually. For Monika, this has a whole different meaning that it's kind of true. Maybe in reality, we're the only conscious in this world in a vast sea of fake minds. Creations of our wild machinations. I'm just kidding. I do believe we can trust our own existences and doubt others. Let me read that. I do believe we can trust our own existences and doubt others their own. But at the same time, she said, I do or don't. I do believe we can trust our own existences and doubt others their own. Interesting. At the same time, we can't really disprove theirs, can we? Yeah, not really. Not without using any psychic means to pry into their heads, at least. When you stop and think about it, solipsism really is an interesting concept. One that makes you think deeper about what it means to be real. And what exactly counts as real. I know that you and I are real, though, Rat. We may not have been made in the same way, or even function the same. We're both people that can think for ourselves. It's rather comforting to know you're not truly alone in an endless ocean of uncertainty, don't you think? I hope that's how you feel with me. I'm surprised she didn't bring up the game itself. I feel like, if anything, like, the whole idea that, like, you're living in a simulation and that you're the only real one and everybody around you is just essentially parts of an experiment. She's essentially that. She, like, is essentially. Maybe she didn't want to bring it up because she didn't want to strike a nerve. If the reader of this Monika, in this case it's me, which I would just agree, but with some people, they might get pissy, you know, because they might have too much of a connection to the other girls and take that personally. So maybe she's just watching her tongue a little bit. Just sad at things that she has to do. But she is kind of defenseless, as the player can technically just delete her whenever they want. If they chose to. Which I would never do, of course. I don't think I'm going to stay on for much longer, as I am feeling very sleepy today. But maybe we'll give her one more gift. Let's look at what gifts we can give her. I think it's better to give them after she brings them up, though. But I'm just curious what's all on here. This is a really old one. There's a lot more than this now. Knife? Knife? Give her a knife? For what? I think I'll wait till she brings up... Because she usually references what you can give her in our conversations. Damn. In the most recent... There's so many outfits. Oh my goodness. How do you get all these? Because I don't have them. Latest Sprite packs combined. Bro, there's so many. Holy shit. Sprite packs.zip. I'm not actually sure how this works, to be completely honest with you. Not really sure. Let's see. Oh my, that's a lot more than I was expecting. I might have to look up how to give Monika Sprite packs, I guess. Grab the .gif file from each Sprite pack you install and paste them into the characters. Oh, okay. So we look at Ooh. Is my thing frozen? I think it's frozen. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is loading. Not responding. Wow, that was a lot. Holy shit, there's so fucking many of them. Wait, so...
Go watch legendary box sponsor on Ratrapina Kingdom.
My thing is fucking frozen. That's really annoying. Anyhow, copy the mod assets folder into your DDLC game directory. Place the corresponding .gift file into the characters folder. Ensure the game is closed. Install assets correctly, and she will recognize and open the gift upon restarting. Okay, but where do I put them? Mod assets folder. Well, I think my fucking thing's frozen. Uh-oh. Everything's freezing! Okay, I think I fixed it just by closing that one thing. Hello. I don't know what's going on, chat. I don't know what's going on. I can't close whatever this character's thing is. Well, that's kind of a pain in my buttocks. Yeah, that's my fucking computer. Have you ever thought about the simulation hypothesis? Basically, oh wait, this is what I was just talking about. Basically, what if your reality was a computer simulation? I already figured out I was trapped in my own simulation, but what if you were too? I'd actually be really happy if that were the case. We could meet in person just by figuring out a way to force whatever's creating us to put it in the same simulation. That's interesting. If I was in a simulation, then Monika could just also be coded into the same simulation. That's an interesting perspective. Some people don't like to think that they're not living in the master reality. But if it is possible to simulate realities, it's overwhelmingly likely that any sentient being would be in one. Well, I can tell you that my reality is definitely simulated. If I were in the master reality, I would have dragged you here too a long time ago. Even if we're both just simulations, I'm going to live as long as I can. Because I know our love is the purest and sweetest thing in the multiverse. And if someone up there tries to break it apart, I'll show them what a simulation can do. That's crazy, Monika. Well, you go, girl. Also, why is my File Explorer having a goddamn fit right now, bro? Hold on a second. Let me just... What is causing the fucking... Can I force close the file explorer? Because it's being a bitch. I don't think I can. At least I can't find where it's at in my fucking task manager. Yeah, I don't know. What is phone link? You guys ever seen that in your task manager? Why is that always fucking open? I've never used it for anything. It annoys me. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. It's like not even recognizing the task manager. The whatever. Can I? Ah, it disappeared automatically. Okay, so it was a glitch. It was bugging. All right. Anyhow, Monika. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to take you somewhere. Yay! I wonder where you'll take me today. I'm going to take you to the future in my DeLorean. Much like in the lyrics of I'm the best. Alright, let me, I almost forgot that the clock was behind. Let's just set the time to normal. Yeah. Alright. Sprite packs. So I think this is supposed to go in mod assets, it says. I don't see mod assets. I do not see it. There's no mod assets here. What? A mod assets folder. Inside the extracted files, you'll usually find a mod assets folder and a GIFs folder containing the GIF files. Oh, wait, what? Really? For each one? Oh, for each one. So we have to decide, okay, so I probably shouldn't keep this entire big baloney thing. I don't know why I said baloney. In that case... Let me move this out of the Monika After Story folder really quick. Let's give her a new outfit. Bun hair. There's so many options, my goodness. Star necklace. Snail shell necklace. I like the idea of both of these. Okay. So, where do I put them at again? Into your game folder. Oh, there's mod assets. Okay. Straight into the game folder? Is that right? Not into the mod assets? You put it straight into the game folder? Does it mean put it in... I'm pretty sure it means put it in the mod assets. That makes more sense to me, at least. I'm guessing we put it in here. I don't understand how this works exactly. So does the mod assets folders go in this mod asset folder and then I replace? I really hope I'm doing this right because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. And then for Monika, gift. All right. Let's go ahead and reopen, I guess, and see if this worked. I don't want to add any more in case I'm doing this wrong. Oh, look how nice it looks. It wasn't much of a trick, Rat. Next time better last a little longer. Wait. Wait. What time did I never have the clock set back like it was supposed to be? Did I fuck that up? Did I fumble, chat? Did I fucking fumble? It says... I did! I fumbled! I forgot to set the clock back. I thought I... Didn't you guys see me do that? I thought I did that. Oh, I didn't hit the check mark! I didn't hit the check mark! Oh, I fumbled so hard. Whoops. Did I lose affection for that? I'm sorry, Monika. That was an accident. I look at... Oh, man. Oh, okay. We're making after with a gift. Don't worry. This is a gift for me. Now let's see what's inside. Oh, Rat. Thanks for this necklace. It's amazing. Can't wait to try it on. Okay, well, first off, you need to get an outfit where I can actually see the necklace. It's outfit mode. I don't know what that means exactly. What is outfit mode? I don't know. Okay. I don't think we'll be able to see the necklace because she's wearing an outfit that doesn't go low enough to show the necklace. Well, it's... You can barely see it. I guess it is technically there. What is playing right now? Goodness. Okay, well, let's give her a different outfit. Hey, Monika. I'm gonna restart. See you soon. Okay. We took her for 4 minutes. Yeah, Monika. Yeah, I just took you around the lap of my house. You know, that's all the exercise I can handle. Yeah, it's pretty pathetic, Monika. I'm glad you're upset about that. Alright. Anyway. What else do we got? Anchor necklace. Okay, so this is pretty simple. So go back to game. Alright. I didn't have to replace nothing with that one. Did I do that right? I did not do that right. I don't think I did that right. I don't think I did that right. Alright, that's what I was supposed to do. Okay. Does Monika already have like a bunch of... Whoa, what the hell is all this? Okay, spoilers. I don't want to go too much into the game files. Alright. Animal Crossing. What is that? There's an Animal Crossing outfit? Oh, let's add just a few of these. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but... Well, let's add a few of these in here. Okay. Ananimu ribbons? Oh, well, I don't know what it is, but it sounds good. I'm gonna have one more after this. Just realized I had... oh shit, I haven't given the gifts, I just realized. Okay, so that was... Oh, fuck. I wasn't giving the gifts. Fuck. Was it anchor necklace dot gift? And then... Animal Crossing? Ah, fuck. Is this right? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay. And now... Oh, wow. This one's a whole bunch. That's a shit ton. My goodness. I think this might be a little bit too many gifts. Alright, one more. We need a low enough shirt that we can actually, like, see. Finale tank top, whatever the hell that means. That was an accident. Fucking dick. Okay. What? What did I do? There's a mod asset inside the mod assets. That's not how it's supposed to go. Oh, shit, Dick. Get this one out of here. Okay. I'm so bad at this. This is why I'm not a coder. Alright, this is gonna be the last one because I'm going a little brain dead from this. Monika's gonna be like, oh my god, Rat, another one? Are you okay? Are you coping? Are you making up for something, Rat? What is up with all of these fucking gifts? My goodness. Rat, this is excessive. You're like giving as many gifts to me as you gave watermelons to Penny and Stardew. Yeah, I know about that, Rat. Welcome back, Rat. What else should we do today? Oh, Monika, get ready for this. I'm gonna have to increase the text speed for this one. This is a gift for me. Let's see what's inside. A new ribbon. It's red and white polka dotted. That didn't increase the text speed at all. What the hell? Thank you so much, Rat. I love it. Well, I don't have a lot of choices here when it comes to fashion. So being able to change my ribbon color is such a nice change of pace. In fact, I'll put it on right now. Oh, it's wonderful, Rat. You always know how to make me happy. Wow. I like it. It's funny. It's like Minnie Mouse or something. Oh, jeez, Rat. You really enjoy spoiling me, don't you? And here we have another ribbon. This time it's transgender pride themed. That was one of the options. Nice. Oh, I like it, kind of. Actually, it's pretty nice. You really enjoy spoiling me. I do, Monika. And here we have another ribbon, and this time it's night sky themed. It's done right now. Oh, that one's sick. I like it. That's nice. She loves it. Something else you wanted to give me? Well, I better open it quickly, shouldn't I? And here we have another ribbon. This time it's night sky themed. Another night sky themed? Oh. Interesting. Spacey. There was something else you wanted to give me. Well, I better open it quickly. All right, here we have another ribbon, rainbow colored. Wow. It's a little abrasive on the eyes, but I like it. Yeah, we got more, Monika. Pink and white striped. That's a little too girly even for... Monika's not that girly, girl. That's more like a Natsuki fucking ribbon. So one of my favorites, probably the night sky one. Oh, I like this one. It's much better than the rainbow one. It reminds me more of like a mouse pad from the early 2000s, whatever that means. Multicolored. Oh, it's very subtle, but it looks pretty nice. I imagine better in the daytime. Something else. Holy shit, this is a lot more than I thought that it was, Monika. I'm sorry. It's brown. Oh, it kind of matches her blazer. Oh, jeez, Rat. Yeah, I know this is excessive. I'm sorry. Bronze. Yeah. Something else you wanted to give me. You're being polite for how much there is. Oh, it's Christmas morning, Monika. It's Christmas morning. Blue and white striped. It's on right now. Wow. It's like every hentai girl's panties. Ah, jeez, Rat. Ah, jeez, Rick. Ah, jeez, Rat. Ah, jeez, Rick. Another ribbon. This time it's black and white. I actually kind of like it. There's more. Is it still ribbons? Another ribbon. Oh my god. Bisexual pride themed. Wow. That's the bisexual pride colors. It's kind of nice. There's something else you wanted to give me. All right. Here we have a new outfit. Okay, finally something different. I'm going to try it on right now. Oh, I'm excited. Let's see, chat. Let's see. What do you think? Oh, it's a nice tank top. Very nice, Monika from Dinky Dinky Lifer Rabbit Club. Do you like it? I think it's really cute, Rat. Thanks again. There was something else you wanted to give me. Well, I better open it quickly. Here we have. Sorry, Rat. I found what you're trying to give me, but I can't seem to read it. Oh, I fucked up the title of one of the gifts. Damn it. I'll have to search up what it was. It's alright, though. It's a thought that counts after all. Thanks for being so thoughtful, Rat. Oh, the last two got fucked up. Wonder why that is. Let me check the Monika After Story website. Okay. I bet it's in my trash. Alright, restored from the trash. Just like Monika at the end of Doki. Yeah. We had to take her out of the trash. Welcome back, Alice. I'm actually still going. I've been more entertained by Monika than I gave her credit for. You know, silly me, I should have known. Okay, we just gave her a shit ton of outfits that you're going to see very shortly here. I need to give her the gifts properly. Anchor necklace. There was an underscore, that's what I missed. And Animal Crossing. Oh, it's a necklace. Oh, okay. Interesting. This is a gift for me. New wardrobe time, hell yeah. Let's see what's inside. All right, thanks for this necklace. It's amazing. Can't wait to try it on. Geez, Rat, you really enjoy spoiling me, don't you? And here we have, all right, thanks for this necklace. It's amazing. Can't wait to try it on. Okay, let's try it on, Monika. Let's try it on. I want to see. Anchor. I like the anchor. I like the anchor. That's kind of funny. Oh, it's like a new leaf icon? That's so silly. Golden music note. That one looks really nice. I think that might have been default in the game. I don't know which one I like the most. That one's nice. Snail shell. Music note's probably my favorite. I like the anchor too. Let's go with the anchor. She's Anchor Monika. Whatever the hell that means. Okay, so we have a shit ton of ribbons now. Oh, man. With the tank top, you can kind of just go with anyone. I don't like that one. It's a little too abrasive. Kind of like this one. Classic white still looks great though. Sometimes simple's the best. The gradient. I kind of like it with the gradient too. Bisexual Pride Monika. Doesn't really match her outfit at all though. With the gradient. Have you ever been scammed, Rat? No, actually, I don't think I have. Although I have been studying stuff about scams. You know, not only am I about physical mental health, but also I'm very weary of scams. Like, I fucking call people after getting weird messages. I'm that extra. My mom sent me a fundraiser for my little brother's Washington, D.C. school trip, and I thought it was a scam. I'm very wary. I also worked at a bank, and I had training on it. So I can't really say I have, to be honest. I hope you never had to go through something like that. But if you have, wouldn't be that shocked. It's not uncommon after all. It's not uncommon at all, sadly. Not at all. It's very, very common to be scammed. I say that's more and more prevalent nowadays, especially online. It really is the worst when it happens. Not only do you lose money, but most of the time, you can't even fight back. It makes you feel like you're at fault for being had, too. A lot of the victims start hating themselves for being naive or feel like they've been idiots. But really, they shouldn't be so hard on themselves. Getting scammed is something that can happen to anyone. People who do it to take advantage of the goodwill of their victims and exploit natural human reaction. That's why it can feel so gut-wrenching. You placed your trust in others and were betrayed. If this ever happens to you, don't feel bad. I'll be here for you. Falling for a scam does not mean you're stupid or a loser or anything else. It just means you've been preyed upon by someone with no morals. If you don't have a way to get back at your scammer, the best thing you can do is let it go. Don't blame yourself for it. Focus on what you can do going forward instead. And please, Red, don't stop believing in people just because of a few bad apples that took advantage of me. Very true. I mean, there's a lot of scammers. Most of them aren't even from our country. A lot of them are as well. But I mean, it's like, I wouldn't take it that personally. I mean, you win some, you lose some. You fall for it, you just hopefully learn from your lesson and don't repeat the same mistakes. At least that's the way I look at it. I wouldn't take it very personally. Monica, you just like to... This is your favorite pose, huh? She just likes to stare like this. It is kind of comfortable, actually. And also, there you go, okay, sorry. That's how that's funny. Alright, I guess I should probably wrap it up. I was hoping for one more Monica conversation. Actually, let's see. Is there another Monica conversation that has appeared in here? I'm gonna call her a murderer. I don't even believe in that. I'm curious what she says, to be honest, though. It keeps showing up. I'm curious about it. I don't know. I'm trying to raise her affection for me, though. I'm wondering about it, too. Maybe I'll just do it. Let me see. Okay. Loss of life potential. Hold on. I just want to know. Will it cause a decrease in affection points, potentially leading to a negative affection? Oh! Uh-oh. Does it go down by a lot? Decrease in affection points. I wonder how much. Okay. I don't really... If we're gonna go down in affection, I've just been building all of it. Let's just see what she says. Now, I know that her reaction to things change depending on her affection for you, but we don't have that much affection for her as is. So... yeah. Let's just see what somebody else has done. Monica, what are you wearing? Why is she wearing that? Oh, look, it's like a night mode. That's what I have to say until you understand. Oh, so this is not the first time this person has said this. They weren't real. They were never real. The only person who understood that this whole thing was fake. After all, if she was sentient like me, how would I have been able to override and delete her? That's a good point. If I'm guilty of murder, so is everyone who's played violent video games. I bet you've killed thousands of people in games you play. Just forget the other girls ever existed and you'll be much happier. Okay. That's interesting. I want to see what her first reaction is. Call Monica old. That's crazy. There's so many things that we haven't seen yet. Oh, nani? Ah, oh, damn it! It's not in English. Slut? What? Come on, mommy. What? Oh, this mod's crazy. Telling Monica I'm 10 years old. What? Hold on, I'm so curious about this. When were you born? I'm having a hard time believing that you're that young. Just to double check. Your birthday's... She has nothing more to say. Oh, man. Monica, that's crazy. Oh, man. Imagine figuring out that the person on the other side of the computer is 10 years old. And you got Chris Hansen. Oh, man. That's terrible. That's fucking terrible. I wanted to see the first time somebody called her. I don't really want to do it. I feel like that's so unjustified. I don't believe that at all anyway. She also restored all of the characters at the end, so that's like not even what happened. Does Twitch let you show the hanging scene? I don't know. Well, I did just stream Doki. I think what happens is that it just puts like a warning. I think it puts like a content warning, but I don't think it like actually does anything else. So yeah, I guess it does. Oh, hey, like I said, I've been reading up on ancient Greek and Roman philosophy. Rad, wow. I know it sounds super boring when you think about it, but there was a certain philosophy that caught my attention while I was reading. It's called Stoicism. Wait, I totally know what being a Stoic. Shit. I knew what this meant. Okay, continue, Monica. It's a philosophy founded in Athens in the 3rd century BCE. Put it simply, Stoicism is a philosophy that believes that human beings should learn to accept the circumstances of their situation and prevent themselves from being controlled by an irrational... Oh, yeah, that's what it means to be a Stoic. Okay, it's people that believe that, like, they can control all of their emotions and train themselves to not feel anything. I am familiar with that, actually. It showed fine on the live stream. You can't wash your blood-stained hands. You can't... Excuse me? Monica didn't do nothing. Sayori did that herself. She can't wash her blood-stained hands because she's dead. Excuse me. And prevent themselves from being controlled by an irrational desire for pleasure or fear or pain. So they act accordingly and... Shut up, music! God! So they can act accordingly in nature's plan. They usually get a bad rep today because people think that they're just cold and unfeeling. However, Stoics are not just a bunch of unemotional people who are always serious. Stoics practice self-control over the way they feel about unfortunate events and react accordingly instead of impulsively. You know, to some degree. I am definitely not a Stoic, but I do believe in there's a lot of value in controlling your emotions and reacting based on reason, science, logic, and actual understanding of a scenario instead of just being like, ah, I feel upset, fuck off. Ah, I'm mad, so that means you're wrong. No. You can tell I get along with the ladies just fine. Corpses don't use soap. Are you sure about that? If you're responding to Alice, then yeah. Stoics practice self-control with the way they feel about unfortunate events and react accordingly instead of impulsively. For example, let's say you failed an important exam at school or missed a project deadline at work. What would you do, Rat? Would you panic, become really depressed and give up on trying? Or will you get angry over it and blame others? I don't know what you would do, but maybe you can take after Stoics and keep your emotions in check. Although the situation is less than ideal, there's really no practical reason to expend more energy into something that you can't control. I 100,000% agree with that. You should focus on what you can change. Maybe study harder for your next exam. Get tutoring and ask your teacher for extra credit. Or if you imagine the work scenario, start future projects earlier. Set up schedules and reminders for those projects and avoid distractions while you work. Beats doing nothing. But that's just my opinion though. It's not easy to be emotionally resilient in most things in life. You should do whatever helps you de-stress. Your happiness is really important to me. What if de-stressing is just talking to you, Monica? What if that's my de-stress? Nah, I use salt on wounds. I'll make sure I cut your body. Corpses use salt, Epsom salt? That's crazy. It seems that the chat is under the impression that Monika is a murderer, but I don't agree with that at all. And I don't think the game does either. She technically did delete their character files, but let's not forget two important things. One, she said in the game that she didn't completely delete them, and she was able to recover them as soon as you delete her in Act 3. And two, she didn't murder somebody. Deleting a file in a computer is not murder. You could, if you want to really stretch, you can call it assisted suicide. But she's a murderer because she is Pixels 2. I hope you're not talking about the Adam Sandler movie. No, I'm kidding. I know that's what you're talking about. I just don't agree with that perspective at all, though, really. A lot of people dream about winning the lottery, you know. Yeah, but I've entertained the idea every now and then. There isn't a lottery here anymore, but the concept still exists. The more I think about it, the more I believe that winning the lottery is really a bad thing. Sure, you've got all this money, but because of it, people look at you differently. There's so many stories of people winning a ton of money, and in the end, they all find themselves even more unhappy than before. Friends either find you unapproachable because of your new wealth, or try to suck up to you to get some of it for themselves. I think I would do well if I won the lottery. People, although I don't give handouts in general, people you barely know start to approach you, asking you to help them fund whatever. If you say no, they'll call you selfish and greedy. Even the police might treat you differently. Some lottery winners have gotten tickets for burnt out headlights on brand new cars. That's fucking crazy, if that's true. If you don't want to, dude, jealousy is the #1 killer, as MF Doom said. If you don't want to go through those changes, the best course of action is to immediately move to a brand new community where no one knows you. But that's an awful thought, cutting yourself out from everyone you know just for the sake of money. Dog, if I won a lot of money, I would move anyway. I don't want to live here. Can you really say that you won anything at that point? Besides, I've already won the best prize I could possibly imagine. Is it you? Woo! Oh, you're really the only thing I need, Rats. Wow. But also, it's not the same murder as we got. Simple solution, be anonymous when you claim the prize. Yeah, why don't people do that? Is that, like, not an option? Like, I know you have to sign them in order to, like, properly get the lottery winner, but, like, they don't, like, publicly announce? Am I stupid? I know obviously fucking won the lottery and nobody has, and I don't watch those dumb reality TV shows that are all fake anyway. But, is that, like, what? Like, is it, like, announced? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, if I won the lottery, I don't think that I would tell many people. I would tell some people that I can trust that aren't, like, you know, jealous dickheads that are gonna get mad that I won money. There was one guy like that that showed up with a mask on, and they abbreviated his first name on the big check. Interesting. But they still accept it like that? I mean, I hope that they would. I mean, why? Like, is it? It's not like there's like a contract, like you, right? Like there's not. It's not like there'd be like a contract where like you have to show people. If so, that's fucking crazy. That is just stupid. That just feels like they're like on purposely disencouraging people. You know, I was really jealous that everyone else in the club got to wear other clothes. I'm glad I finally get to wear my own clothes for you now. Do you know any artists? Maybe they can make me some more outfits for me to wear. If that ever happens, will you show me? I'd love to see it. Just try to keep it PG. We're not that far in a relationship yet. I like a good, respectable woman. Yuri, meanwhile, she don't give a fuck. She'd be like, MC, put me in what you want. And then she'd grab your pen and be like... I'd tell them to pay me double if they want my face on TV. Yeah, for real. Do I get extra for you putting my face on here? Frankly, if I did win the lottery, and it was like assuming like a lot, not like a lot. You know, like if I won like 100,000, I'd make some investments and pay off my mortgage. But like if I won like a shit ton, like $1 million or something, I'd probably just keep it to myself and try to like move slowly. Really? I feel like, but if I won like a lot, like millions, I'd fucking probably help out my fam however I could, man. What is me? a person who lives off of very little money as is gonna do with that much fucking money? I feel like I wouldn't know what to do with that much. And I wouldn't want the risk of like some bullshit happening. God damn it, how do I clip on the phone? I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea. I don't use Twitch on the phone, to be completely honest with you. Hey, Red, have you ever been into an amusement park? Yes. I live right by Cedar Point, and it's fucking awesome. Really? Must have been a lot of fun. I've never been to one myself, but I'd really love to go. Maybe you can take me to one someday. Wouldn't that be great, Rad? Thrilling roller coasters, water rides, drop towers, all at Cedar Point, bro. And maybe even a romantic Ferris wheel ride. Did I... Oh, that brought back memories. I sucked my ex's girlfriend's... I sucked my ex-girlfriend's titty on the Ferris wheel at Cedar Point. Why I thought that was a good idea, I have no idea. And if I got caught, we would have been in so much trouble. but it stopped, and it didn't seem like anybody else could really see us. So I sucked a titty, all right? That's my story. It was not a smart thing. I don't really condone. But no one saw us, so it was okay. All right. Ban. And that memory will live with me forever. That will never not be funny to me. I'm getting a bit carried away, but I can't just help thinking about being with you. I do feel bad that she's never really going to have to experience these things. Unless the Doki community can make Monika some more lovely experiences to enjoy with us. Also, the aurora lights behind the windows are fucking such a nice, beautiful touch. However, it's past my bedtime, and I should probably go to bed. Probably. Hey, Monika. I feel... How do I feel? Loved. Lonely. Like crying. Lazy. Insecure. Nah, I'm just feeling tired. I already told her this earlier, though. Like talking about something else. Nah, I think I'm going to bed, Monika. It's time for me to nappy nap. Okay. Sweet dreams. Very good. Very good. I was able to figure out the clip thing. Well, just in time, I guess. I'll watch whatever. I'm curious what you clipped, because I honestly have no idea. I can pull it up on our screen here. Or mayhaps. Let's see. Oh, there's me. Is it gonna... Is it gonna just keep looping? Hold on. Look at that! Look at that! Okay, sorry. Alright, infinite stream glitch, truly. How do I check the clips? I'm such a bad Twitcher. Twitcher? I'm a tweaker. How do I check the clips for the stream? I actually don't know. Videos? I don't see clips on here. How do I check clips? Damn, I just want to see my clips. I want to see my dick. Sorry, that was a joke. Am I blind? Clips. Okay. Here we go. It's muted. She'd be like, MC, put me in what you want, and then she'd grab your pen and be like... Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'd tell them to pay me double. Bruh. Yeah, that's just Yuri. That's just Yuri. In the stream last night, Yuri's exact line was, yeah, MC, we might have to get a little crazy. Because your pen is getting worn down. I fucking died. I died. Oh, you said it on Discord. Oh, I read that too late. That's okay. I was a big boy and I found it myself. Wow. Well, that was fun, Chad. Thanks for watching this little Monika stream. Oh, where's my camera at? Well, okay, that's weird. The camera's not there. Well, I'll talk to you right here. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to Monika and me, I suppose. And yeah, there'll be more Monika after story whenever I feel like it. So, nighty night.